Okay, picture this. You're sitting in a chair. Someone asks you, "So, tell me about yourself." And your mind goes completely blank.
Blank. That means empty. No thoughts. Nothing.
You know English. You studied. You prepared. But in that moment, you can't remember a single thing to say.
Your heart is beating fast. Your hands feel cold. And you think, why can't I just speak?
If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Unstoppable. I'm Maria.
And I'm John. And we are so happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for English learners at the B1 to B2 level. That means intermediate to upper intermediate. If you understand most of what we're saying right now, this episode is perfect for you.
How are we doing today, Maria?
Honestly, a little tired. I had a long week, but I'm excited to talk about today's topic because I know it helps so many people.
Same here. A bit tired, but happy to be here. And before we start, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing to learn English with us today. We know you're busy. We know learning a new language is hard. But you're here, and that's amazing.
All right, let's start. So, today we're talking about job interviews in English. And I want to ask you something. Have you ever prepared for an interview in your own language? In your native language?
Right. You practice. You think about answers. You feel ready.
Oh, yes. It's like you know how to swim. But now someone asks you to swim in the ocean. The ocean has big waves. And you think, wait, this is harder than I thought. I love that. The ocean with big waves. That's a good metaphor. A metaphor is when we compare two things. So here, we're comparing an English interview to swimming in the ocean. Both are harder than you expect.
And here's the thing. You can do it. You can swim. You just need to know what to expect and how to prepare.
Maybe this happens to you too. You know the answers in your head, but when you need to say them out loud, in English, in front of someone, it feels impossible.
So today, we're going to help you. We'll talk about the most common interview questions. We'll give you simple ways to answer. And we'll practice the exact words you can use.
Let's do this. Okay, let's start with the most common question. The question almost every interviewer asks.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, tell me about yourself. And John, be honest. When you hear this question, what do you think?
Oh, I used to panic. I used to think, okay, do they want my whole life story? Do I talk about my childhood? My hobbies? What do they want?
Exactly. Panic. That means suddenly feeling very nervous and confused. You panic because the question is so open. It's not specific.
Right. It feels like they're asking about everything. But actually, they're not.
No. They don't want your whole life story. They want to know, who are you professionally? Professionally means in your work life, not your personal life.
So, what should you say?
Here's a simple formula. Formula means a plan, a structure you can follow. Ready?
Ready.
First, say who you are now, your current job or situation. Then, mention your experience. How many years? What kind of work? And finally, say why you're interested in this job, the job you're interviewing for.
Okay, that's 3 parts. Current situation. Experience. Why this job? Got it.
Let me give you an example. Imagine I'm in an interview. I might say, I'm currently working as a marketing assistant at a small company. I have about 3 years of experience in social media and content creation. I'm really interested in this position because I want to work with a larger team and learn more about digital strategy.
Nice. That's clear. That's simple. You didn't talk about your childhood or your hobbies.
Exactly. And here's the phrase we just used. I'm currently working as. This is a great way to start. I'm currently working as a teacher. I'm currently working as a sales manager.
What if someone is not working right now? What if they're looking for their first job?
Good question. You can say, I recently graduated from university with a degree in business. Or, I'm currently looking for my first opportunity in the field of it. Field means area of work.
Okay, so you still focus on your education and what you want to do.
Yes, always positive. Always forward-looking.
And honestly, this feels so much easier when you have a structure, a plan.
It is. Maybe you know this feeling too. That fear of the first question. But now you have a simple way to answer.
All right, next question. And this one. I really don't like this one.
Which one?
What is your biggest weakness?
Yes, the weakness question. Weakness means something you're not good at, something you struggle with.
Right. And I used to think, why are they asking this? Are they trying to make me look bad?
I know. It feels like a trick question. A trick question is a question that's hard to answer because it seems like any answer is wrong.
So, how do you answer this without? I don't know. Saying something terrible about yourself?
Okay, here's the secret. Don't say a weakness that makes you look unqualified for the job. Unqualified means not suitable, not right for the position.
So don't say, I'm terrible at communication if you're applying for a customer service job.
Exactly. Instead, choose a real weakness, but one that's not critical. Critical means extremely important. And then, and this is the most important part, talk about how you're working to improve it.
So you admit the weakness, but you also show you're trying to fix it.
Yes. Let me give you an example. I might say, I sometimes struggle with public speaking. I get nervous when I present in front of large groups. But I've been taking steps to improve. I joined a local speaking club and I volunteer to present more often at work. It's getting easier.
That's good. You said the weakness, public speaking. But then you showed you're doing something about it.
Exactly. Here's a useful phrase. I've been taking steps to improve. Steps means actions, things you're doing. So you're showing progress.
Another phrase I hear a lot is, I'm working on it.
Yes, I'm working on it is very common. It means you're actively trying to get better. I know I need to improve my time management, and I'm working on it.
Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. Choose a weakness that's real, but not a deal breaker. A deal breaker is something so bad that it ends your chance of getting the job.
Exactly. And always, always show how you're improving.
This makes me feel less nervous about this question. I used to think I had to be perfect.
No one is perfect. Interviewers know that. They just want to see that you're honest and that you're willing to grow.
Maybe you feel the same way, that pressure to be perfect. But remember, it's okay to have weaknesses. Everyone does.
Next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ah, the future question. Honestly, I never know how to answer this one
Why not?
because I don't know where I'll be in 5 years. How am I supposed to know?
That's fair. That's a fair point. Fair means reasonable. You're right. But here's what the interviewer really wants to know. They want to know, are you serious about this job? Or are you just looking for something temporary?
Temporary means short term, not permanent.
Right. They want to know if you're going to stay and grow with the company.
Okay, so how do you answer without making up a fake plan?
You keep it general. General means not too specific. You don't need to give exact details. You just need to show ambition and interest. Ambition means the desire to achieve something, to grow.
Can you give an example?
Sure. You might say, in 5 years, I see myself growing within this company. I'd love to take on more responsibility and maybe move into a leadership role. I'm really interested in learning and developing my skills.
That's good. You're not saying, I want to be the CEO. You're just saying, I want to grow here.
Exactly. And notice this phrase, take on more responsibility. Responsibility means duties, tasks, things you're in charge of. So you're saying, I want to do more. I want to contribute more.
Another good phrase is, I see myself. That's how we talk about the future in English. I see myself working in a bigger role. I see myself leading a team.
Yes. And here's another one I'm really interested in. This shows enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means excitement, passion. I'm really interested in learning new skills. I'm really interested in working with international clients.
Okay, so the key is be positive, show ambition, but keep it general. Don't make up a specific fake plan.
Exactly. And here's one more tip. Tip means advice. Connect your answer to the company. Show that you've thought about growing with them, not just growing for yourself.
That's smart. So instead of saying, in 5 years, I want to start my own business,
Right. That tells them you're going to leave.
you say, in 5 years, I hope to be a valuable part of this team, contributing to major projects.
Perfect. Valuable means important, useful.
I like that. It feels honest, but also strategic.
Maybe you've been asked this question before, and maybe you didn't know what to say. Now you have a simple way to answer.
All right, last big question. And this one always makes me sweat. Sweat means, you know when you get nervous and your body feels hot?
Which question?
Why should we hire you?
Ah, yes. This is a tough one. Tough means difficult, hard.
Right, because it feels like you're bragging. Bragging means talking about yourself in a way that sounds arrogant. Showing off.
I understand. But here's the thing. This is not bragging. This is your chance to show your value. Value means what you bring to the job, what makes you useful.
Okay, so how do you answer without sounding, I don't know, too full of yourself?
You focus on the job. You focus on what the company needs. And then you show how you can help with that.
So it's not about saying, I'm amazing.
No. It's about saying, here's what you need, and here's how I can help.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Let's say you're applying for a customer service job. You might say, I know this role requires someone who's patient and good at solving problems. In my last job, I handled difficult customer situations every day, and I was able to resolve most issues on the first call. I think my communication skills and my calm approach would be a great fit for your team.
Nice. You mentioned what the job needs. Patience, problem solving. And then you showed you have those skills.
Exactly. Here's a useful phrase. This role requires. That means. This job needs. This role requires strong communication skills. This role requires attention to detail.
Attention to detail means being careful, noticing small things.
Right. And then you can say, I have experience with, or in my previous role, I. Previous means before this one, the one you had earlier.
So you're matching yourself to the job description.
Yes. And here's another great phrase I think I'd be a great fit for. Fit means a good match. I think I'd be a great fit for this team. I think my skills are a great fit for this position.
Okay, I'm feeling more confident about this question now. It's not about bragging. It's about showing how you can help.
Exactly. And remember, they want you to sell yourself. Sell yourself means show your strengths. Show why you're a good choice.
This is your moment. Don't be shy.
But also, don't lie. Don't exaggerate. Exaggerate means make something sound bigger or better than it really is. Be honest, but confident.
Maybe you feel nervous about questions like this. That's normal. But remember, you're there because you can do the job. The interview is just your chance to explain how.
Okay, before we move on, I want to talk about something important, something that goes beyond just the words you say.
What's that?
Mindset. Mindset means the way you think, your attitude.
Ah, yes. This is big.
When you walk into an interview, or when you join a video call for an interview, your mindset matters. It changes everything.
So what's the right mindset?
Here's what I tell myself, and this helps me a lot. I tell myself, they are not testing me. They are getting to know me,
Ooh, I like that.
right? Because when you think they're testing me, you feel nervous. You feel judged. But when you think they're getting to know me, it feels more like a conversation.
It's less scary.
Exactly. And here's another thing. I used to think I had to speak perfect English in interviews, perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation. But you know what?
What?
That's not what they care about most. They care about, can you communicate? Can you explain your ideas? Can you show your value?
Yes, communication is more important than perfection.
Exactly. So if you make a small grammar mistake, it's okay. If you need a moment to think, it's okay. You can even say, let me think about that for a second. That's totally fine.
You're allowed to be human.
Yes, you're allowed to be human. Remember that. They're not looking for a perfect robot. They're looking for a real person who can do the job.
I think a lot of learners need to hear this. We put so much pressure on ourselves.
We do. But here's what I want you to remember. You already did the hard part. You learned English. You improved. You practiced. You prepared. Now, just be yourself. Show them who you are. All right, everyone, it's time for the word tour. This is where we slow down. We review the key words and phrases from today's episode.
If you want to write these down, now is a great time.
Let's go!
First word, currently. This means right now. At this moment. We use it to talk about what's happening in the present. For example, I'm currently working as a teacher. Or, I'm currently learning Spanish.
Here's how I use it. I'm currently reading a great book about habits. It's simple. It's useful. And it sounds natural.
Next phrase, I've been taking steps to. This means I'm actively doing things to improve, to make progress. For example, I've been taking steps to improve my English. Or, I've been taking steps to get healthier.
I love this phrase because it shows action. It shows you're not just thinking about change. You're actually doing something. Here's my example. I've been taking steps to wake up earlier. I set 3 alarms now.
3 alarms. That's commitment.
It works.
Next one, I'm working on it. This means I'm trying to improve. I'm making an effort. For example, I know my pronunciation isn't perfect, but I'm working on it. Or, I need to be more organized, and I'm working on it.
This is one of the most useful phrases for interviews and for life because we're all working on something, right? Here's mine. I'm working on being more patient with myself.
That's a good one.
Next, take on more responsibility. This means accept more duties, do more tasks, have more things to manage. For example, I'm ready to take on more responsibility at work. Or she took on more responsibility and became a manager.
This shows ambition. It shows you want to grow. Here's my example. Last year, I took on more responsibility and started leading team meetings.
Good. Next phrase. I see myself. This is how we talk about the future. We use it to describe our goals or plans. For example, I see myself working in the tech industry. Or, I see myself traveling more in the future.
It's a softer way to talk about the future. Not too strong, not too weak. Here's mine. I see myself learning a new skill next year. Maybe coding.
Nice. Next word, valuable. This means important, useful, worth a lot. For example, he's a valuable member of the team. Or, that was valuable advice.
When you say someone is valuable, you mean they bring something important. Here's my sentence. My grandmother's stories are so valuable to me. I learn a lot from her.
Beautiful. Last one, fit. In the context of jobs, fit means a good match, suitable, right for the situation. For example, I think I'd be a great fit for this role. Or, she's a perfect fit for the team.
This is a very common word in job interviews. Here's mine. I'm looking for a company that's a good fit for my values.
Perfect. Those are your 7 words and phrases from today. Write them down. Practice them. Use them.
Okay, we've talked a lot today. But now, it's time to practice.
Yes, we want to give you something simple. Something you can do today.
So here's your task. Your homework.
Choose one of the questions we talked about today. Just one. Maybe it's, tell me about yourself. Or, what is your biggest weakness? Choose the one that scares you the most.
And then, Write your answer. In English,
It doesn't have to be long. 3 to 5 sentences is enough.
use the structure we gave you. Use the phrases we taught you.
And then, this is important. Say it out loud. Out loud means speak it. Don't just write it. Practice saying it.
You can record yourself on your phone. You can say it in front of a mirror. A mirror means, the thing you look at to see yourself.
Or you can say it to a friend, to a family member, anyone.
The point is, practice speaking, not just thinking, not just writing. Speaking.
Because in the real interview, you won't have time to write. You need to speak.
So that's your task. One question, one answer. Write it. Say it out loud.
You can do this today. Right now. It will take 10 minutes.
And honestly, this small practice can change everything. It builds confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself, feeling sure.
So don't skip this. Do it. We believe in you.
All right, before we finish, we have a challenge for you.
A challenge. That means a task. Something we want you to try.
Here's the challenge. In the comments below, answer this question in English. What is the hardest interview question for you?
Just one sentence. That's it. The hardest interview question for me is,
We want to know. And when you comment, you're also practicing your English. So it's a win-win.
and if you found this episode helpful, and we really hope you did, please hit the like button.
And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable. We make new episodes every day to help you speak English with confidence.
We read every comment. We see you. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
Keep practicing. Keep learning. And remember, you're not stuck. You're growing.
You're unstoppable.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.